What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to some more SpockPlays. We are back with our French companion here in CONSCRIPT. I'm trying to remember his name, actually. Pierre's our brother. Poilou. We are back with Poilou in the, I want to say the French Riviera, but we're actually in a support trench facing down some not so nice friends, unfortunately. We last episode woke up in a ditch, pretty stunned, and not quite sure how we got here. And it looks like we are, if we peek outside real quick. It's not looking too hot. It's not looking too hot for us. We are behind enemy lines. We took a shell to the head, and then our brother is gone. We don't know what's going on. However, this man has decided to wait here for us for some reason. And he will trade us cigarettes for food. Not for food, for for items. Boy, it looks like it's just you and me left. It all happened so fast, those bastards. Yeah, so he's just hanging out. For whatever reason. Yeah, I don't know. He's basically the merchant from Resident Evil 4. Anyways, we do have the Golden Box Cannon. I'm not sure exactly why. I thought that was DLC, but maybe it comes with the director's cut. But we do have that, which is, I think, slightly better than the base pistol. I want to be careful here, though. We got the support trench key. Okay, so keep me honest. The one thing I do know, we're going to try and go for a good ending in this game, is we need to get the pronged key. I don't know. All I know is that if we get to the communications trench, we need to look for that key, and that's really the only thing that I am trying to find this game, so we can try and get that. We're going to do our best. We got a trench shovel. This chapter is called Fight with Cudgels, so I'm assuming we'll get a cudgel at some point. Can we expand our inventory with anything that he has? Larger bag. We did buy some stuff. Trying to remember what. Let's see. We do have some parts. I'm not quite sure if upgrading the pistol. It's kind of like you just never know in these games if it's worth upgrading the guns. We'll bump the golden gun just up once. We're just gonna do that. And we'll leave it at that, because I really don't know what else we need. I'm a bit reticent to carry a rifle. I'm assuming we'll find one, but we'll do that. But anyways, let's get out of here. We've been yapping for too long. All right, and we have immediately found somebody that we don't like. We're just gonna do that. So I have, let's see, where do we gotta go? Where do we have to go? We have to find Pierre and search for help. That makes sense. That's our brother. So, communication trench west. We are looking for the trench communication, which is the support trench east. That's our one objective that we can be confident on. My diary. So yeah, last episode, at the very end, I patched and I realized that I missed. We're gonna try and. I'm trying to treat this like Resident Evil, and I don't really want to get too involved with the enemies. Although I know we do somewhat have to. Okay, so this is save journal stuff here. These doors are locked. We were in the dump, right? This looks like the way out to Fort Souville, so let's just try and make it over here to the right, without too much fanfare. But yeah, the thing that I missed last time was you apparently need to, when you're in the bunker, or I'm sorry, when you like at the end of every episode, you kind of have like a flashback to, yeah, this is where we woke up. I was dragged in here, I guess. They just dragged me in here for dead. But yeah, you need to essentially go downstairs into the cellar, and you can push. I think there's a secret little area. We do want to patch these up. That's important if we do find wire. I do believe that helps later in the game. Blockhouse has been locked. We're not told why. A key's required. It's probably because they came in here and like raided the place, so you know they locked it in afterwards. But yeah, you can move aside like a bookshelf at the bottom, and you can go and read your diary that your brother has. Here's the mess hall. That's where we're gonna go next. So yeah, I had missed that, and so you do apparently want to do that for like the good ending. So I went back and patched that in right at the second. Thankfully, we had a good save for it. But everything else looks like we're still on pace for good stuff. The only thing is, from what I understand, is you want to grab these pronged keys. You want to make sure you fight your battles, and you want to make sure that you drink your Ovaltine. Maybe I added it in that last one, but no, you just want to make sure you yes, I do want those. I still don't understand what that icon is. Looks like the guy from Blasphemous. But yeah, you want to get the prong keys, view the cellar diaries, and fight your battles. Those are the main three things that you want to do for the best ending possible. Where are we? Alright, so we couldn't go in here. This is the locked door for the block. Okay, so this is where we have to go. We're going to wait for this home star to turn around. Hopefully it doesn't see us. You never know. Okay, he does have a cudgel. Okay, and we do kind of walk slowly. Gonna mac on him. Jeez, dude. Alright, cool. Minimize ammo loss. Resident Evil knife style. Alright, fight valiantly. We also do want to try and get, they left their gear here. Why can't they take anything? What is it? Cigarettes? Okay. Cigarettes and cigarettes. Don't know why you store your cigarettes in a barrel, but to each their own. To each their own. Alright. Into the mess hall. Okay, so this is where we started, actually. Nice. Oh, I thought that was a sword. Alright, a knife seems... doesn't have a deterioration, but I doubt that is, doubt that's the case. Probably just because it hasn't been used yet. Right. Does it give me a damage thing? It does. 0.2 damage. Oh, so it is infinitely durable. Interesting. And then... okay, so this... okay, so it's like a literal knife. That's cool. So yeah, we only have one inventory space left. We'll use this to knock stuff open then. Oh, that kind of looks like the barbed wire we're looking for. So okay, so this is good to have though. Something that doesn't degrade. Oh, okay, and that's what we use that key for. Interesting. We don't know what's in there. Private chamber. I think that's where we started the game now. We will definitely take a grenade. Take some... alright. Okay, cool. Yeah, okay. Definitely worth backtracking. You gotta go breath first with these things, you know? You gotta go wide and far. Very spoopy music. Very, very spooped. We can move this, no? Hope this isn't some sort of puzzle I just screwed up. More cigarettes, another grenade. Can we reach this? Gunpowder A. Yeah, this is my fear, is that no, we definitely need more inventory slots. I feel like I probably should go put... take only what is needed, thank you. Old ointments, 3 health vials. Drink 1 vial. Free health. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. But I don't know. Alright. This is pretty cool. I'm glad we came back here. Oh, sick. Okay, so this, thank God. Okay, so this we can't sort of stuff off. I'm just gonna throw the grenades in here for now. Although we haven't picking up quite a bit of them. And we're gonna throw the we need inventory slots, you know, it's kinda like Resident Evil, you just gotta... inventory management is king. All right, and we're gonna put this in here too. I try to run lean, right? Like we just need something that goes bang and something that goes slice and or whack, and we will make it through just fine. So cool. So that's okay. So they're not always associated with. Okay, so item storage and medicine storage, very interesting. Door. Don't remember this. Tunnel memo. The Germans have been relentless in their push for the fort. The bombardment has not ceased day and night. Our trench lines are beginning to become unrecognizable. Emil was sent out to draw a map of our trench lines. He didn't want to do it, but he didn't have a choice. Despite that, he makes for a good cartographer. Our supplies are just about out. There's nothing left. And if the Germans recapture the fort, there is no chance we can retake it in this state. The transport tunnels below, the trails have collapsed, Kaschena, so men trapped underneath us. It's pitch black down here. We have no torches or gas masks. All I do is listen to them scream. Ammunition transport between the supply trench and the front lines. Swiftly slow. If we had useful explosives, going the rubble down the supply trench could be possible, but we're low on dynamite. Okay. Our new gas mask arrived. Okay, so we do need gas masks, but the gas down there has already been cleared anyways. We need torches, but the supply truck coming from the Verdun was shelled. I'm not sure how long I can take listening to screaming any longer. What a disaster. Tunnel memo was logged into your files. All right. And the torch insert. Okay, cool. Torch. Okay, so that's, yeah. This is World War I. I don't think they had flashlights, did they? I guess they did if they have a battery. There we go. That's with that. Cigarettos. Yeah, we definitely could use... some form of tooling to allow us to see better. So, yeah. I don't know if this is the right area to go to be honest. I feel like we should explore a bit more. We can hide in here. Rat infestation and gas leak sounds like my kind of party. All right, and that's the mustard gas. So yeah, it seems like we do indeed need gas masks for certain areas. Reminds me of a what do you call it? Metro. All right. Yeah, a little confusing there. Doesn't look like I can get around. All right. I'm assuming, yeah, because of the way we can push these things. That's the way we came up. It says 0 down. We're just searching. We're just doing a little bit of searcheronies. Maximizing profit. Do you think there's anybody just like hiding out down here? There definitely could be, and for a proper horror game, there would be. I see more gas, but yeah, we're not getting... Door open. Door... Yeah, so these are like the train lines. We're not really getting a well-drawn auto map, for lack of a better term. It looks like the only way to go is... oh, wait. Did we do this one? Yeah, it's just hard to tell. I don't think we... Yeah, so this is the only way we can go right now is this area... Unless I screwed it up. But yeah, so we need a gas mask to return here. So let's just keep that in mind. That's a little note for you and me. We'll come back here later. Yep, the chess game was abandoned in a hurry. Anything else we want to do here? So now we can go downstairs. We went to the private chain. We did not go into this door. I think this leads us back outside. Oh, no, it does not. Sealed shut would just be wire anyways. Well, we want wire. Oh, crap. Okay, so this is like a support trench, right? This is a support trench map. Alright. Case is full of... Well, we do want barbed wire. I don't know if we actually are supposed to, like, retake... We need to be careful running into that. But a teaching moment, right? You love that in games when they teach you something in a safe way. Use item. Please sealed with barbed wire. Very well. Use... Nope. 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 Alright, yeah, we need a wire cutter. Which we do not have at the moment. I'm assuming we will find it. Alright, there's a wire spool. That'd be very strange if you use a wire spool to undo any wire, right? Okay. I was like, there's no way, right? And let me double check. Alright, we got the gun map to up. In case we need it. Alright, so that's been wired off. We do have one thing of barbed wire, so we can use that. That's the artillery trench. Yeah, the trench infirmary. Alright, so we do need to go that way. We're discovering paths that we can take. So we need a gas mask. We need barbed wire cutters. Good to know. Interesting, these don't respawn. Okay, pistol rounds, you love to see it. And then this we have. That looks like it takes us back out. Different type of key we don't have. I'm gonna peep out here real quick, of course. Okay, there's a guy with a rifle. I don't want to engage him. I mean, actually, okay, no, there's two guys. We're just gonna go back inside. We're not ready for engagement yet. We're too young to get engaged. Yeah, I'm just trying to... I kind of want a rifle. I don't want to blow through our pistol ammo prematurely. Okay, so this is another... We can do a lot with the support trench key. Checkpoint reached. I don't like that. Key duties. In case of enemy attack, the new duties have been implemented July 1st. When not keep our key positions in German hands. Any all hindrance to the enemy during times of crisis must be sought. Blockhouse keys. Possession of Lieutenant Robin Allard. Infirmary keys. Second Lieutenant Wilfred Boislow. Pigeon coop keys. Possession of Junior Officer Arthur Corvo. Supervising tunnel works under the mess hall. Support trench key. We have that. Michelle Carpentier. Okay. This also looks like it's off to another... Okay, so we have, like, multiple areas to go and investigate. We're kind of just scope... Okay, yeah, there's tons of dudes. Okay, I'm not quite sure. I'm trying to figure out what the best route of attack is. We do need a gas mask. We do need a barbed wire cutter. Anything else? Blockhouse, supply. Yeah, I'm trying to maximize what we do before. Okay, and this is supply trench. Yeah. Okay. We're just trying to maximize our abilities. I'm gonna do this. Yeah, we're gonna do that. It looks like this is kind of important. Okay, that's where we found ourselves. Yeah, I have some trepidation right now. We could lock from the other side. All right, let's start here. I know we're running back and forth. We're just scoping out our opportunities. Right. Oh, see, it's worth it. Rubble. Artillery and door. That makes me nervous to jump down. It does not look like we can come back that way. So let's get a save in. Well, let's just get a save in. Glad we didn't do saving ribbons because it doesn't feel right. All right. Those count your number of saves though. They love to shame you regardless. Only 60. Yeah, larger bag would be really... Oh, by one slot for 250, man. That sucks. That's interesting as well. I wonder how many you get to... If you permanently get those, we might get that. Alright. Wire spool. Torch battery, alcohol fabric, yeah. We're learning. I'm not sure. It's a nice scabbard. Huh. Interesting. Alright. Let's, we're gonna have to use a shovel here. There's gonna be a fool. He's got a cudgel. Hopefully there's nobody else. Ooh, don't like the kick. Hit and run. Simpsons, hit. Thankfully, they got a long charge up. Let's switch the knife. Oh, okay, let's not switch the knife. Okay, yeah. Huh. What was that? I definitely don't understand what that is. I didn't know enemies could drop key items. It's a picture of a house, but that doesn't do much for us. Alright. Okay, cool. That was the last use for the key. That feels good. That frees up an inventory slot. It's gonna be the pigeon guy, right? It said something about the support pigeon. We want the coop key. Gun cleaning kit. What does that do? Let's take a look. I'm not quite sure what you do with that. Okay, so maybe there's a gun that we get later on that's like particularly dirty and we can't use. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not quite sure. Interesting. Yeah, it's gotta be the pigeon place. We remind you that homing pigeons do valuable work. Yep. Carrier pigeons are now extinct, man. Alright, I need to send help, but the cage is locked. Alright, so we need that coop key. Hey, little buddy. Alright, so we got to come back here at some point. About half a dozen messenger pigeons are huddled in the corner of the cage. Emergency. They have the fort and are dropping heavy artillery on the support trenches. There are many wounded we cannot evacuate. We are suffering. Send help for heaven's sake. Oh yeah, looks like they didn't get it out. Alright, so we need to find that key. It was on that guy. So, okay, so we've got 3 objectives now. Pigeon coop we got to come back to. We got to go and get barbed wire cutters. And we need to get a gas mask. What to do. Alright, I'm now worried that... Okay, no. 33 bullets. Alright. It might be time to start shooting. Equip weapons and tools from your field bag. Always ready for combat. This is like the intro area. I got the golden gun now. I'm feeling pretty good, not gonna lie. This is like retracing our steps. I know it feels very much like the beginning of the game. But as you can tell, it's clearly important. I'm just not sure if we want to go back that way yet. We don't really have any direction, to be honest. Alright, locked from the other side. Old transport tunnel. We're gonna end up coming back in here anyways. We can unlock this here. Let's do this. This is like a self-contained area here. So let's go back and tackle. I'm just trying to tackle this in like appropriately sized chunks. And we saved. We saved a minute ago. We'll be okay. Famous last words. I do want to try jumping down here, to be honest, but let's just save over again. I know. I hate saves coming, but I do want to check that before we forget it, because I'll forget everything. Given enough time, my brain will forget how to drink, forget how to eat. I could forget how to breathe at any moment. This is a ticking time bomb. Yeah, we record our progress. We also need to get into the habit of staggering our saves. Yes, thank you. Let's try it real quick. Let's just jump down there, and then I promise we'll get back into some. We'll get into some real action. This is just all prep work. I know. I hear you. I hear you yelling. Okay, cool. So yeah, we can clear that with rubble. So we did see artillery shells that were available in our friend's shop. Question is where you shoot them from. How close are you able to? So there was a picture of a house. Just odd. This is a crazy dead people place. All right. So we can go. I mean, we can go right here. This is. I mean, that's like the entire map. So I'm thinking we just hit support trench west and see if we can find anything of particular interest. Wrong way. Let's head back through the mess hall. And let's try and unlock that door from the other side, and let's just... I know we went out there and we did see some folks, so... And I don't think we have the luxury... Yeah, we're not going to have the luxury of, unfortunately, trying to whack all of them to death. We might try. Alright. Not bueno. Not great. Sorry, dude. You gotta die. Alright. Yeah, I mean... What are you gonna do, right? Rebels blocking the way. We can clear that with more artillery if we want to. We need to figure out what that's all about. Alright, so I think... Ooh. It's like a giant sword or gun there in the middle. This barbed wire. Okay, so another spot. We're not the hiding type. We just got to be careful on ammo conservation. We don't have to be too. As long as we sometimes, okay. So if we encounter guys solo, especially if they don't have like range weapons, we're gonna try and take this guy out here, right? Boom. They can kick us, but they have a huge, long charge up, so we're gonna just hit. Sorry, dude. Very good. Yeah, we don't want to be wasting our ammo. Oh, crap. How do I reload? Oh, God. You're gonna face the same fate as your friend, buddy. And then I'm actually gonna hit you with a knife. Oh! Not good. Alright. Now we're gonna shoot him. Okay. Now we're gonna heal. Alright. First use there. Hopefully, health packs are easier to come by than ammo. And he is a much hardier fellow. Alright, and we don't want to try and double tap. We definitely don't want to try and double tap. This is turning out very poorly. Alright. Not great. What is it? RB? Yeah, there we go. We don't have a lot of ammo either way. That was probably not the best set of fights, but we did take out 4 dudes, and we just kind of have to improve on the experience as we go along. We're going to switch back to the shovel, actually, is degrading as well. We are finding ammo. More pistol. Yeah, probably should focus on... There's no way that this does not lead to folks running down here, right? It's gotta be after we pick up that gun. Now here's the question. Can I get this without triggering the red one? Yes, I can. Nothing of note, though, unfortunately. Huh. Oh, that okay, so that's the door from the other side. Could go back and save. The small hole in the wall here, you can make out the sounds of gathering rats. A grenade would do the trick. I do believe we want to clog those as well, for whatever reason. I'm a bit hesitant to pick that up immediately. I have a feeling that's just going to trigger something. Cutter half. What is a cutter half? Is that a gun? Half of a wire cutter. Okay. Okay. Good. Yeah. We can't go this way. It's going to force our hand back the other way. And we've mostly explored this area. Parapet open. Okay, and these are areas that we can... Okay, so let's do this. Let's get a... Maybe we just have to come back here at some point to defend this. It's crazy there's nobody else left. Yeah. Alright, that felt like the right move coming here. We're going like left to right. We're going to grab a grenade real quick. And we are going to cover one of those holes. I think that... I don't know if they carry disease or something or what's going on, but... the less enemies, the better. And we're right here anyways, right? So this way... We're in the old... Okay, so that takes us out here. We may go there next. Just cause. It just travel like left to right. It's not crazy how much damage I took there, if I'm being honest, but... We might need another shovel too. Okay, so... Yeah, and also we probably shouldn't be using these medical kits, right? Disinfectant bandage and alcohol makes... we're going to put you in here for now. We're going to put you in here for now. We're going to put you in here for now. Don't have a rifle yet either. It feels kind of silly carrying around the ammo. Alright, examine, create fuel. And then what was this? Okay, so we don't need the alcohol then. Not needed. We have one more. We're going to carry that on us for now. Gosh, this feels terrible. We got a little bit of ammo. Screw it. Let's just put the rifle bullets in here for now. We'll come back for it later. Let's get another saving. We're going to keep the chapter 1 just... I always like to keep those, like, kind of end chapter ones unsaved, though I've never gone back. Alright, we are saved up. Let's go ahead and do Communication Trench West. We'll return to where we were earlier. Assuming we can. Okay, so we gotta remember we can run. We gotta remember we can dodge. It would definitely... right. They can see us. And I was supposed to go get a grenade. He has a gun. Ah, crap, we're trying to get around him. There we go. He's shell-shocked. Very good. 2 cigarettes for 1 hit. Definitely could have been better. Whatever, they're dead now. I did forget to. Let's go and do that thing real quick. Bear with me. Yeah, and I definitely need to be running around. Grab a grenade. We have a few, right? We have 2. Grab 1. What was it? It was up here, yeah? Okay. Don't be running too much. Alright. Let's Let's just see what this does. Cool. Okay. Should we... Hopefully there'll be something else over here. I'm just trying to play it. Trying to play smart. Although we did just blow through a ton of ammo. What do you got for me? More cigarettes. At least we're picking up money. Nothing here. Nothing here. No secrets. Keeping the gun out. A lot of dead fools. His leg is missing. Better go find it. Hard to do things without a leg. The side of his head looks like it was caved in with a shovel. Alright, well, clearly a rogue gardener. I don't see anything out of the ordinary here. Just a man missing a leg and rogue shovel. Must have been a runner. Okay. Yeah, this is probably the move, because this is where our brother was. Question is, does this guy have a gun? We're just trying to do our best to kite. Ah, crap. Alright, well. We did our best. Okay, that does. I don't know. Very good. Definitely taking a lot more damage than I would like. But... interesting. I guess these guys just drop pictures at different points. Not very good that we... German trench raiders seem to have stabbed in the chest. Okay. Nothing we can do with the helmet. Any secrets? Secrets are no fun. Alright, since we are running low on health, don't want to waste ammo needlessly. Weapon storage. Alright, this is where we were earlier. I wonder if the shotgun is still there. Can we go this way? Kind of have to. We are going to use some ammo. Ah, crap. I'm going to start Dark Souls rolling. Okay, it's not working. I'm going to go back to the gun. There we go. Whew, getting much tankier, that is for sure. A raiding club. Thank you. Alright. No, we want to assign you to the right. Alright. Key is required. Don't like that we're taking all this needless damage, but we suck. You know, we just suck. That's all it is. Alright, we can go save up there. And these are locked from the other side, and alright, all the stuff. Attention, check your firearms. I'm hoping for some other healing item at some point. Take the fuel. Fuel 2. Huh. Okay, so we can gather fuel for that if we like. Is it worth it, though, is the real question. Alright, so... don't want to go through there. Still need a gas mask. And the poster. Locked door. Evacuated. Alright, so everybody's ran away. We're stuck. Fuel oil generator is off. We cannot run through here. And this door is locked, so... not much to be done. Okay. Need more keys. There's that small key in the shop. I'm not sure exactly what it's for. Keep an eye out for the communications trench. Alright, yep, this is our only way. I'm assuming there will be folks out here. Maybe they'll be healing. There's an item. Oh, definitely need that. Okay, so that allows us to clear up some artillery if we can find... Or, I'm sorry, to clear up some debris if we can find the cannon to shoot it with, which I'm assuming we will. So this is definitely the right way. We definitely do need to be going this way. What? How are you hiding in there? What are you doing in there? I really want that pin set. Let's do this. We're creating the data save. Just for like ease of, it feels like kind of easy. Let's just buy it and see what happens. All right. So now, how many pins do we get? We get 30. You get 30. Is that worth it? I don't know. I just don't know how scarce money is in this game. We'll buy it for now. I don't feel crazy about it, but if it's in here, maybe you need it. All these seem kind of important. Attached to your uniform per bag slot by 10% of the original capacity. That is pretty nice. I don't know what gun to upgrade. Capacity's not crazy to me either. I want to get a rifle or something again. Before civilians are lost hope, we make sure that we get past this line. If civilians falls, the bow will be marching on Paris before fall. We're gonna hold off on anything now. I feel like my gun sucks. All right, whatever. We're good. We're good. Everything's good. We do need. Wait, is there no storage? No, there's storage up here. We are going to take. We're just gonna store this trench. Oh, that thing's screwed. Take the first aid kit with us. I feel like. Hopefully this, I don't know, hopefully there's a way to get more health. We are taking quite a bit of damage, if I do say so myself. It's got to be a little bit better at dipping, dodging, ducking, and diving. Dodging. They shall not pass. Beware of the Boche hypocrisy. Alright, well, that seals that. Okay, I can't get through there. Trying to think if there's anything we want to mark. I'm going to keep those pins for now. This is gas. So let's just do this. Ammo, key item, resource, point. Okay, gas. Okay. We can do that, so that way, like, it's a common problem in, like, Castlevania games, at least for me, where, I think I've talked about this before, especially for, like, the Game Boy Advance ones, like, I just don't know if I need an item when we go back there, so at least we can say, like, okay, we look at this room, we know the fuel's here, and we can actually change from different, yeah, that's cool, I guess there's different floors as well, that there is gas, so, a bit expensive, and I'm sure using a guide, it's you know, a bit of a waste, but we're trying to do this. We're trying to do this together, just the way the game is intended. So let's see. Maybe you do get to keep those. It looks like though it's one of those things where they are consumables, just based off the count and the one. So we'll see. All right, we are pretty much wrapped up on the left side of the map. We now have to do the less pleasant part, which is the hard part. So there was nothing here. We closed that up. This is a key. We need to close those. Can't go that way. We got half of the wire cutters, so we are making progress. Does your stamina recharge as you go through doors? It does. Okay, very good. We can't go down here yet. That's rubble. So we need to figure out where we actually can shoot the gun from. So we have two choices. No, No, we don't. We only have one choice. We've checked out here. We've checked out there. We're going to the reserve trench east, and we're keeping an eye out for the communication trench. The trench of communication. Alright, let us see. Let us see. Very, very creepy here. Alright. Alright, checking the map. Alright. Little flyboys. Alright, yeah, we have not been... Oh, great. We only got a shovel. We got a trench club. Let's see if we can sneak up on them. Much better damage. It looks like it stuns. 3 hits. You love to see it. Okay. Enter. Oh, is this the... No. More fuel. Are these stacking? They are, thank goodness. Alright, get our knife out. More bullets. We are loaded. Surprised me there. That was a lot of money, though. A lot of cigarettes. Just a latrine, so these are the toilets. Pleasant. It's a pleasant all around. You know, just a very pleasant area. I thought that might be actually where we go to load the artillery, but I guess not. This is the blockhouse. Oh, okay, can't go there yet. There's gas. All right, this guy's going down this way. We can hide in here. Here's another trench shovel. Yep, definitely gonna take that. We're gonna re-equip that. I'm assuming that the damage on this is like way higher. Yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah, the gun. I mean, the gun 1.2. Actually, the trench shovel. The trench club. Ooh, that is a lot of folks. We'll worry about that momentarily. Because honestly, okay, dynamite, that's good. I mean, honestly, in Resident Evil, you don't kill everybody either. For the supreme effort, national loan. Interesting. Yeah, you don't really want to kill everybody because it's just an ammo waste. But we also don't want to be hiding too much because we are a soldier. I mean, we could kill everybody with a knife. Oh my god, I think he's just walking back down. I don't think that's a new guy. Class year, 1896, 1899. Class type, territorial. Class age, 38 to 35 years. Okay, empty bunk. They're not comfortable at all, but they do the job. Suicide alley. Alright. Take the bandage, yes. Thank you. We definitely want those. Bernard Moreau, 1914. St. Pierre, 1960. That's not our brother, is it? Michel Mathieu, 1915. Yves Cormier. Is there something we can do here? Are these all just collected dog tags from fallen brothers? Yeah, looks. I don't see anything that we can do here. It looks like just a way to analyze stuff. We're doing the whole searching and poking and prodding, right? Yeah, I don't see anything. All right. More cigarettes. Diary entry. Bernard has been the same since he came back from Hell 304. He doesn't talk anymore. He just trembles all day and all night, clutching his father's old lighter made out of solid gold. Nobody really doesn't do with them anymore. Fighting has broken out against at Fort Souville. We are waiting here as backup in case more men fall. Their artillery has been immense. They often miss the fort and up at our support trench. Bernard has started pissing and shitting himself, as if we don't already have a rat problem. An officer carried Bernard out of his quarters last night. We haven't seen him since. Looks like he locked his lighter away in the lockbox. Victor keeps trying to open it, insisting that Bernard won't need it anymore. Those two never did get along. If he had half a brain, he'd use Bernard's birth year as a code. Okay. So that is how we get to that thing. I don't know what all this classier stuff's about. Alright, so we have a note on how to open the lockbox, if we can find said lockbox. Alright. Bernard. What was Bernard's birth year? Let's head back over here. So this is the collection. So yeah, they must have taken him out after being shell-shocked. 1914. Love an easy puzzle. Love an easy puzzle. Yes, we do. Love an easy puzzle. Alright, look at this. This is the class years. I'm not quite sure. I guess I was just saying, like, if you're born here this year, it's the class of soldier you are or something. I'm not quite sure. 1914. 15, 16, 17, 18. Remember when I said I love an easy puzzle? Is that not his lockbox? Was that all just a ruse? So wait. He can't be born in 1914. This is World War I. I was like in the full swing of things. He would have been like 4 years old. This is World War I though, right? Am I like totally mistaken? This is actually World War II? I don't think so. Maybe it's just an alternate universe. Change dial. Is it like an amalgam? Is it like a distribution of numbers? He's kind of guess it, right? This could take forever. Let's try 1419. Huh. Well, that's a bummer. What did this thing say? I already know that. Diary entry. Bernard's birth year as a code. Alright, so this is a little bit more complicated. Okay, this is what this is saying. Class year, so yeah, this is World War I. So they're 19 to 20 years old. So his birth year would be, if we say he's 20, it would be 1894. Or 1895. There it is. See, when you come here... Oh, come on, man. Crap. What do we drop? We have not found, and we are quite a ways from home. We can come back, man. What are we gonna do here, folks? I should have put that in. We do not need to be carrying any of the stuff around. We can leave a pin here. We'll come back for it later. Put key item here. Sure. Right. Yeah, so we'll come back for that lighter later. I'm very happy I figured out that puzzle. I now understand what all those things were for. So, well, yeah, we'll just have to sneak. We'll hopefully kill those folks and be back here in no time. But hopefully we don't need the lighter. Guess you can use it on the fuel if we... Yeah, you can fill up the lighter with fuel, although... Okay, explosive storage. That was where all the dynamite was. We can go back up here very quickly. That guy's up here. We're just gonna run past. Not trying to get into too much fighting right now. We've already taken a ton of damage. Let me get the gun out. It's also hard to tell if... Sorry. Had to be done. Pistol rounds. I'm getting worried. I also don't want us to run it. All right, we need more bolt wire cutters. Well, that's what we would have used the lighter for. That is what we would use the lighter for. All right, well, let's hope we can find somewhere. There's another rat hole. I just don't know. Inventory is full. Can I pick up the wire spool? All right. Rat hole's open. All right. A lot of things. We definitely need to get back to some area where we can store items. Pistol rounds. All right. We're going to start unloading on fools. Well, here we go. First opportunity. Not a good spot, if I'm being honest. Nice headshot. There we go. He's going to have to reload. Hoping that my understanding of boundaries... Okay, love to see it. Love to see it. 2 easy kills, no damage. This feels like... Okay, cool. Very good. We didn't have to actually mark that stuff. What was this? Flower of some sort. Alright, we're going to store off you. We're going to store off you. Fuel, we might need. And then... bandage. Let's, so we'll just do this for now. Roster duties, for high ranks July. Fort Michelle. Troop management at Fort. Okay, so these are all the guys who have the keys. Infirmary fix to the fire. Okay. Alright, so that gives us a idea of where these guys are who have the different keys that we need. Gunpowder B. You left it. No! Throw it in there. Need to find a good gun, though. There's our friend. How are you just hiding in here? Disinfectant wire spool. I'm still very curious what the small key is for. There's only one in stock. I do want to use that small key. That's where we save. Oh, love a first aid kit. Stream of water. Looks surprisingly fresh. Just something filtering it. You wouldn't risk it, though. I would. I don't know what you're talking about. Few and far between, brother. Alright, we're gonna store one of these. We have 3 open slots. We're gonna save. We gonna save. Let's go pick up those other items. Where was it? Gotta go. Looks like we're making progress though. There was the wire spool down here we wanted to pick up. I mean, I'm not sure. This is the only rat hole we've found so far. No, don't leave stuff. Stop leaving things. We're on the battlefield, soldier. Where do we want to go? Let's go back and get that lighter real quick, and maybe we can use the fuel. I'm curious also, because it seems like we wanted to get 8 fuel for the generator. I'm not sure what value that offers. Oh, crap. We gotta go wait for him to... We could try and kill him. We could definitely try and kill him. Let's just avoid it for now. We do need to get down there at some... I guess actually we don't. No, we don't. Just a waste of ammo. We've already killed a ton of fools. We don't need to kill everybody. Definitely don't need to kill everyone. Alright. Yes. Picked up the lighter. Now, can we use... spill. Okay. Interesting. No. Okay, combine. Okay, requires a unique type of lighter fluid. All right, well, we do need to find that, so we can't use the normal fuel. So we're back to using that 8 gallons, or trying to get 8 gallons of whatever this fuel is for the generator. Very good. Okay. We really do got to take this guy out. I'm gonna wait for him to lower. I just don't want to waste the ammo. A grenade would be good. I'm just gonna run past him. Hopefully he doesn't hear us. He's doing a little patrolling. That was a rat. Now, what do rats do? More rats. So that's just a rat hole. And, okay, so this is artillery, so this okay, we can't do anything here. For right now, no real use in us going down there. And we don't have what we need to unlock this door. So yeah, we're going north. We're going back to where we were. We've done a lot of... We don't need this either. Let's see. Mark. Remove pin. Okay, so yeah. Okay, we do get to keep the pins, it looks like. So then that was worth it. That seems like it's definitely something that we're going to need. Let's try and kill this fool. Or not. Let's just... We'll deal with him later. Hopefully the artillery that we dropped to eventually clear that door does it. And then did we have... We got to go back and drop stuff off anyways. Okay. I don't know what all these rats... I don't know what the big deal with the rats are. I'm going to have to look up and see what that does, because I'm not sure if it's... I mean, grenades seem powerful, right? You can't go wrong with a grenade, but... Where are they spawning? There's a rat hole over there as well, and there's one in here, which explains this whole mess. Okay. All right. We're gonna drop off the lighter for now, and we're gonna drop off the shovel for now. We'll leave ourselves up a couple of things. Let's get in one more save, and I think, y'all, we're gonna call it here for the second episode of Conscript Director's Cut. We got some, we made some good progress. I know it starts a little slow. We had to do a little bit of backtracking, but we're playing it safe, and I feel like we have traversed enough. Like, we really did uncover a lot of things, and we took it kind of slow. I definitely could have done a bit better on my damage management and my health management, but you live and you learn. That's how these games go. So yeah, we need to do a bit of patching. Let's do this real quick. We have the wire spool. Let's go and just use it while we can before we forget, and we'll come back and overwrite that save, right? So we're saying right here. Yeah, we'll use a barbed wire. But yeah, just kind of backtracked a little bit. We haven't really discovered much more. We're still looking for that sacred key, and we're still wondering if we can do something with the other key, but... Such a fun game. Such a cool game. I am loving it. It's just giving me the perfect Resident Evil / like, you know, the Great War vibes. But we will be continuing on the next episode. So, as always, if you enjoyed today's content, commenting, liking, subscribing, sharing the video, interacting with it, all that good stuff helps the algorithm a great deal, and I appreciate it as well. This has been SpockPlays, playing a little bit of Conscript Director's Cut. Thanks for watching, y'all. I'll see you next time.